So when she's riding me, I'm embarrassed to tell her I'm about to blast because it's only been a half a minute. But I don't want to tell her to get up. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to just bust. But the water swirling all fast from the jacuzzi will push the Yamin out. The cream pie will get wiped out from the jacuzzi water swirling around rapidly. That's what I'm thinking. Welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Mike Murphy with your narrator, comedian Mike Murphy. Now look, when it comes to this storytelling, I'm one of the best to ever do it if you ask me. But that's in my humble opinion. Before we go any further, man, please hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Any way that you can help contribute to growing the channel, I greatly appreciate it because without you, there is no me. In today's episode, I'm going to take y'all back to March of 2019 where I got this girl pregnant on the first night of linking up. Before I tell you how that happened, I got to take you back to where it all started. So in the beginning of 2018, I had broke up with my long-term girlfriend slash fiance, and it was a bad breakup. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't happy about it. She was fed up. We wasn't on two different pages or whatever. So I was a little bit depressed for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was taking my time trying to get my groove back. And I was, you be down. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how niggas try to front. When you really love somebody in the end and it don't go the way you want, you be kind of a little bit, you know what I'm saying, messed up about it. So I was, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward a year, I'm scrolling Facebook, one of my favorite dating apps, you know what I'm saying? And this shorty pop up on the people you may know page. I'm like, hey, yo, who's that? Click right on it, right? Light skin joint, top heavy, the bottom, dragging the wagon, thick, all that, beautiful. I'm like, damn. And we got mad mutual friends. I'm going to tell you right now, right? I ain't saying there's no pretty girls in Pittsburgh. I'm not saying that. There's a lot of beautiful women. But it ain't like LA or Miami or New York or these places, Houston. So when you see a joint that's that fire, you think it's a catfish. You be like, nah, I got to see. Let me see who know her and be like, yo, you know Shorty for real? Or you just know her on the book? Because I got catfish one time like that. Shorty was bad. Better than a 2-year-old. And I thought, yeah, this is it. And it was a catfish. So I'm seeing Shorty. I'm thinking she a catfish. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. I reach out to my man, Casino Joe, right? My man, Joe Rash. I'm like, yo, bro, Shorty? He like, oh, yeah. She used to mess with my mans. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So she real. He like, yeah, she real, bro. I'm like, oh, no, I need that. I sent her a friend request, but I need you to make the connection. I need her. She's fire. He was like, nah, bro, I'm like, yo, listen. I know she used to mess with your man, but me and your man is not friends. You know what I'm saying? And she not with him now. All I need you to do is just reach out and say, yo, my man said what's up, and let's leave it at that. He was like, all right, bro, I got you. I'm like, bet. He reached out to Shorty. She accepted friend request. She messaged me, hey, da-da-da. I said, yeah, what's up with you? You fine. Like, can I get your number? You single? What's the deal? I'm doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too excited. Like, y'all got to get her. That's the thing about me, right? When I want something, I don't care if it's a person, like a woman, if it's materialistic, if it's a motorcycle, a house, a job, whatever it is that I want, I go nonstop to get it. Like, I go into overdrive. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I end up crashing out a little bit because I do too much too fast and end up making mistakes. So I was doing that with her, like, yo, can I get your number? I'm single. You single? What's good? She's laughing like, yeah, I'm single. Yeah, you can get my number. I'm like, bet. We exchange numbers. I'm like, yeah. I hit my man Casino Joe up. Yeah, I got her number, dog. Good look. He like, yeah, okay, bro. You know what I mean? Let me know. I'm like, bet. So we had been talking for maybe like a week and a half maybe. And I said, yo, when, available, I want to take you out or whatever. She was like, oh, I work. She gave me her schedule. She was like, I'm free this weekend. I said, okay, bet. Well, Saturday work. She's like, yeah, Saturday works. I'm like, cool. We set it up. We pick a time. Earlier that day I coached Little League football, and it was our football banquet for the end of the season to give out the trophies and all that. And so I had to go to the banquet first. Then I'm going to go later on. I'm going to take her on a date. At some point, I forgot that after, like, later that night, we were having a fundraiser, the football, the organization, for something. I can't remember what it was about, but we were going to this a lounge, bar/lounge, and we were charging at the door to raise money for something. I forgot about it because I'm so excited about going out with this super duper dime that I forgot all about the fundraiser. So I leave the banquet or whatever. I hit her up. Yo, we good? She's like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, bet. I pick her up from her spot. She lived close to me. I'm telling her, like, oh yeah, I live right around the corner. That's crazy. Like, this must be fate. I'm saying all kind of corny shit, right? Oh, this is fate. This is destiny. You know what I mean? I live right there. We so close. We could spend every day together. I'm saying shit like that, right? So I pick her up and I want to take her to this place in Pittsburgh. It was called Rumfish Grill. And it's like a tiki torches outside. It's dope. It wasn't nothing like anything you see in Pittsburgh. The food was good, everything. We drive out there. I get to the lot, like it's kind of dark because this is like in like a shopping plaza. I'm like, it's kind of dark. You usually be lit up. We get there. It says under, new ownership. Like it's they ain't even open no more. I'm like, yo, like how long has it been since I've been out here? They had a new restaurant, but it's not even open yet. So we can't even go there. I'm like, damn. And we way out somewhere far. Out Bridgeville, Pennsylvania. So I'm like, man, what else is out here? I'm looking around and I was like, you want to go to, I don't know if she thought I was trying to be cheap, but I just like this place. And I was like, yo, you want to go to, what's the place with the cinnamon butter that goes on the bread everybody likes? It'll come to me. But I was like, yo, you want to go there? And she was like, nah, let me look at something else, right? So she's like, we can go here, a place called Bonefish Grill. I try to take her to Rumfish. Now, this is a place called Bonefish. Now, this is like a middle tier restaurant. They got nice seafood, nice ambiance. It ain't like Roof Crisp or nothing, but it's like one step under that. So I'm like, Texas Roadhouse. I'm like, you want to go to Texas Roadhouse? She was like, nah, I'm cool, nigga. Like, I'm not going there. I like this shit, you know what I mean? But anyways, she picks Bonefish, which ain't too far. We drive down there, we eating. Now listen, when I go on dates, I like to evaluate the woman to see how she conducts herself, right? Can I take her to an upscale place and she knows how to, you know what I mean? Cool, she was good. She had manners, she etiquette. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. But I can still tell she had that little, a little hood, and I'm like, oh, she's perfect. We kicking it. Then I get a text, yo, where you at? I'm like, oh shit, the fundraiser. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, I hate to do this. I have a fundraiser to go to, but here's the options. I said, I can either drop you off after we get done eating, take you back home, and then I'll go down there, or you can come with me. It's at Pretty's Pit. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, if you don't mind, I'll just go with you. I'm like, oh, no, that's fine. You could definitely come. I'm thinking, like, I definitely want to show you off to the gang. Yeah, look who I'm here with. Yeah, she dope, nigga. What are you talking about? Uncut. This is blue magic, nigga. This is what you see what I'm doing. That's what I wanted to do, right? So I'm like, no, you could definitely come with me. I just didn't want to be forcing you out. I'm going to be, my friends are going to be there. She's like, nah, I'm cool. We can hang. I'm like, bet. So now I got to see her in a little upper echelon spot conducting herself. Then I bring her down to the little hood spot and she's fitting right in. I'm like, oh, we gonna have a good time. We drinking, we having a blast, right? The night ends. I'm like, yo, I gotta take you home or whatever. She's like, cool. I told you she lived right by me. So we driving home. She's like, you say you live close to me? I'm like, yeah. She was like, and I had told her I had like a nice house. Just not like on those stunting shit, maybe a little bit, but I was just mentioning it to her. She was like, oh, I want to see your house. You can just drive past and show it to me. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, we'll see. We get to the front of the house. I'm like, yeah, this is my house right here. She's like, oh, well, you going to give me a tour of the inside? And immediately my mans is like, yeah, buddy, I hope you ready. I'm like, yeah, well, I know what this is about. She don't want me to think that it's going to be easy like that. So she's trying to like get me in there without it being like, yo, here, the box is yours. So we get in there. I'm like, yeah, this is the living room. She's like, okay. We get to my room. She's like, oh, like, remember that viral video? Oh, he got money when they was at the movie theater and dude ordered a popcorn and all that. When she seen that I had a jacuzzi tub in my master bedroom, like in the master bathroom, she was like, oh, you got a jacuzzi? Oh, that looks lit. I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't really use it like that, but it's definitely come in handy. She was like, I mean, can we get in? I mean, we ain't doing nothing. Really? really? I'm like, yeah, we can get it. I'm gonna be a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, I mean, you'll get to see me naked, but we're not gonna have sex with her. I was like, no, that's cool. We get in the jacuzzi and shit. Now, I don't know why I honestly believed that we wasn't gonna have sex when she said that, but I believed it. And I thought, even if we do have sex, we're not gonna have sex in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that I know that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I go grab no condoms or nothing. I just get in there with her. We sitting across from each other. The bubbles is going. It's nice and warm. We sweating out all that alcohol, you know what I mean? Getting cleaned off. And she just slides up on my lap and starts kissing me. I'm like, oh my God. She sits right on that thing. I'm not worried about no rub, no nothing. And I'm like, oh my God. Now, I was OD excited. Like, she had the melons was right in my face. It was just too much. It was like overload. And she's riding me and I'm like, oh, I'm about to bust. I'm talking about 30 seconds in. This joint is, the countdown is begun. And I'm like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, I don't want to tell her to get up. What do I do? Like, da, da, da. So I'm going to tell you how dumb I am as a man. I know a lot of stuff. I'm very intelligent about a lot of things. But there's some things every once in a while that will happen and somebody will be like, you're stupid. You're just a dumb nigga. This is one of them. So when she's riding me, I'm embarrassed to tell her I'm about to blast because it's only been a half a minute. But I don't want to tell her to get up. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to just bust. But the water swirling all fast from the jacuzzi will push the Yamin out. The cream pie will get wiped out from the jacuzzi water swirling around rapidly. That's what I'm thinking. So I let off. I don't make no noise, no nothing. I'm fighting through it. We just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit's all good. You know what I'm saying? I don't say shit. We do it for maybe an hour, different in the shower, the bed, all this. You know what I'm saying? And then just go to sleep. The next morning we wake up. I'm like, yo, you think you should take a plan B or something? She's like, did you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I might have, man. I don't know. We was having a good time out. What you mean you might have? You don't know if you shot the club up, fam? And she's like, nah, I'm good. We're straight. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We still talking or whatever. Then about 2.5 months goes by and she hits me like, man, I still ain't get my period. I'm like, well, I thought you was good. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I messed up. I'm like, what you mean you messed up? She had one of them ovulation calendars in her phone. I swear to God. She said, I double checked it like a week after that happened. And the day we were together, it was like my most fertile day. Like the day that if we was a married couple trying to have kids would have been a day that I probably peeled off on her like 4 or 5 times in that 24-hour period. The most fertile day is the day that I shoot the club up trying to avoid the embarrassment of letting off too early, the premature session, and I get her knocked. She goes to she's pregnant. I'm like, oh my God. Now we was getting along and I had still liked her or whatever, but we really didn't know each other. You know what I mean? This was not a situation that was ideal, you know what I mean, for us to be having a kid. And I couldn't tell her when I did it. Like, yo, I did it in the jacuzzi because I thought the water was swishing out. I don't want her to know she's pregnant by a dumb nigga. So I didn't say nothing. I was like, I don't know, man. It might have been pre-cum. I'm saying all kind of dumb shit, right? So she got plans to go to esthetician school. She got a lot of stuff she wants to do. She's way younger than me. Like, not like no R. Kelly shit. Like, I think she was like 9 years younger than me. She was like maybe, I think, 26 or something. Or no, I was 30. I was 36. She was 27. You know what I mean? So she had a life that she had stuff she was trying to accomplish. The kid was going to mess that up. So I'm like, look, whatever you want to do, I'm going to rock with you. You know what I mean? She's like, bet. Eventually, she keeps the kid. And she was going to get rid of it. We went to the Planned Parenthood. And I told you on another story how I went to a Planned Parenthood and almost got ambushed by my shorty's brothers. This was a much more pleasant experience. There was no smoke outside waiting for me. We go there, and like most women who are nurturers innately, she just couldn't find herself to come to get rid of the baby. So she's like, no, I'm keeping it. We going to do this. I'm like, bet. Her lease was up. I moved her in with me. We was giving it her all. Unfortunately, she miscarried, right? And I knew it didn't hurt me as much as I knew it hurt her, but as a man, when you're in that situation, you care for somebody and you see somebody, especially someone that much younger, I felt like my duty was to be there no matter what, like to rock with her. And we tried it out. The relationship ended up not working. She lost the kid, but we're still like super close to this day. We talk often, still my homie or whatever. But it was just crazy that I had to finally admit to her, like, yo, this is what happened. This is how you got pregnant. And she laughs about it now, but I was just like, yo, this is like never in my life again where I think jacuzzi water can X out the sperm life. Like, it just don't work like that. You know what I mean? But listen, man, that's my story about how I got a chick knocked on a first date. Before we go, man, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell a friend any way that you can contribute to growing this channel. I greatly appreciate it because I tell you all the time, without you, there is no me, and I'm thankful for that. So until next time, be safe, and these are the Chronicles of Mike Murphy.